Hi, everybody.
My computer doesn't say that we are, but my PS4 does. Okay, now it says that we're live.
Hey, okay. Hey, everybody. By that I mean nobody, because it's just us right now. Welcome to the Kingdom Hearts Retrospective. Mad spoiler warning, we're going to be talking about lore the entire time, and we are picking up from last night's play, where we're at the end of Act 1, so we're going to finish up Act 1 real quick, and then we're going to jump into Act 2.
Yep. What she said.
Yep, that's what we're doing.
Alright, I guess we'll go ahead and do the first bit of 100 Acre Wood then. Or
right,
do we want to... Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
No, let's get that out of the way. Because fuck Winnie the Pooh, am I right?
I don't want to fuck Winnie the Pooh. It's just not my thing.
Points.
I could make some really messed up stuff about China right now. But...
Please don't. We're not doing that here.
If Twitch is anything like the NBA, we'll get kicked. So essentially, just some lore here. Winnie the Pooh is actually a bear.
Hi there. What's wrong?
And he doesn't have his memories. Which is foreshadowing for Chain of Memories.
So stuffed with fluff.
Yeah, this is actually all, you know...
I'm sure that's what it was.
Foreshadowing Chain of Memories.
For Chain of Memories.
Yeah, well, I mean, because think about it, like, he remembers someone from his past that was never there, like Sora. Just like Sora will remember Naminé later.
Well, no.
Make
Why
points.
would I do that? We've only just met.
Because everyone's gone away.
What do you mean?
Well,
Hey, bud, I'm a level with you. I don't remember your Twitch username right now, and
Positron432.
fucking reason. Thank you.
Every day I eat some honey. Just one small speckle would
Trying to
taste very
find
quickly.
our own stream so I can see what you're up to. There you
Twitch.tv
are.
slash
Why-
Positron432.
No, I understand. Twitch was being weird, and I was looking at the people I was following, and it was saying that you weren't streaming.
Have gone away once.
Yeah.
Stupid, but you are. I
It
see
happens.
it. It's just the Twitch app sucks. Yeah.
So
Well, here we are.
Maybe I should
We made it work.
have gone away somewhere as well. But I wonder, how do I say goodbye to myself?
Can we talk about how disturbing it is? Like, this whole sequence? Like, even Sora looks disturbed. Of like, Winnie the Pooh's like, all my friends have disappeared. And I'm thinking, and he's like,
Yeah.
what are you thinking about? Like, are you trying to find him? He's like, no, I'm trying to think of how I'm going to say goodbye to myself.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
Yeah. I bet...
It's his
well,
impending death.
Oh, before I forget, I need to switch my Keyblade, because that is my biggest problem in these games. I go through them so fast now, I always forget to change my Keyblade out.
I've known people who have gone through this without, like, realizing they needed to update their cure, so...
Also, I hate 100 Acre Wood in the first game.
Yeah, it's way more
Like-
fun in the second.
I really... However, I am going to have to do it and, like, master it probably, because I want to upgrade Sora's abilities and get cheer, which requires you to, like, be really good at 100 Acre Wood.
Well, we'll spend some time grinding on the 100 Acre Wood.
The only one that's a problem is the one when he's on the swing, because I don't fucking understand it. Like, you just press
like
all
launching
one,
him into the universe.
and, like, a random number generator then decides how much it wants to screw you over. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it. Obviously, this is not a speed run, considering I'm just opening windows and casually walking around. I realized going back through, like, the video from last night There's a lot of moments where I'm so busy talking that I'm just kind of running in circles on screen because I don't remember what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know. I saw that too, but it's fine. We're here for the fun, not for the games.
Yeah, I think after last night, I think while we're all doing the retrospective and everything, I'm definitely seeing this as being more like a podcast almost. Of just like, this is something to do,
Yeah.
something visual for people to look at, and something to do with my hands while we talk. And
Pretty much.
the game can instigate conversation. I need you to turn Simba into a person. Can you do this for me, please?
And like, it instigates conversation, but at the same time isn't like the only thing we're talking about. We can talk about,
I did it last night.
we can bring up stuff that's not relevant to what's happening on the screen at all. Like,
yeah, like Kamala Harris just got picked for
VP.
VP.
Hearts that's not immediately happening.
Well,
She
yeah,
did.
that too.
That's something.
Alright, let's meet Riku.
Yeah.
There you are. What's going on?
Riku!
Hey,
Could you
come
imagine
out.
doing that to your friend?
I'm not dreaming this time.
Like, just running up and...
I hope not. Took forever to find you.
Jumping on him, scaring the ever-living shit out of him.
Wait a second. Where's
No, like
Kyrie?
what Sora does where he, like, pulls on his mouth. That's what Aziz and Sully got in trouble for. You can't do that to
Oh.
people.
She made it off the island too. We're finally free.
That was a really inappropriate
thinking the
joke.
wrong
I'm
scene.
sorry
You're
to
also, like-
everyone for that joke. That was really inappropriate for me to say.
Don't worry. Just leave everything.
That's
to me.
gonna, you know, lose me my career later. That was horribly inappropriate.
Leave it to who?
F.
Sora, what did you?
I've been
So,
looking
moving
for
on
you,
from
and
that.
Kyrie too, with their help.
Once again, the
are
stream
they?
is, for me, a little bit behind your audio, so when you
We
say
visited
stuff
so many
like,
places.
Yeah.
can you imagine
Looking for
doing
you.
that to your friend? I have to take a
Really?
guess of what scene you're
Well, what
on,
do you know? I
and
never would have guessed.
and fill in the blanks, and then I end up saying dumb shit, like sneaking up on your friend, because I thought that it was something different happening on the screen than it was.
What's that mean?
So,
So this is
You're
called
fine.
a Keyblade?
How did
What
Riku
I'm-
take it out of his
it
hand?
is-
Like
I
when
can't react to...
Give it back.
when Riku pulls up the Keyblade, he's
I
like, "So
can't
this
react
is
to
a
questions, is
Keyblade?"
what I'm saying.
No, I understand. That's why I'm explaining. When Riku picks up the Keyblade, it's like, "So this is a Keyblade? How did he
So
get
you're
it?"
coming with us,
Because
right?
like it was just in Sora's
Got
hand.
this awesome rocket. Wait till you see
Oh,
it.
I have no idea. I think he just...
Like it's
I mean,
assumed that like he
the
took
scene
it from
implies that he
Sora's
kinda
hand.
yeeted it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you'd think Sora would notice.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, but Sora's
Riku?
like a dumb bitch.
Nice going. Oh well. At least he's okay. And who knows? Maybe we'll run into Kyrie soon too.
Hmm. Nah, I'm not gonna go up there. Oh man. Did I unlock this? It was so late last night, I don't remember all the like side stuff I did.
You unlocked it, I think.
Yeah, I did. What? I talked to Squall and he's standing right in front of Sid, and Squall goes, "Don't you have to go see Sid?"
I just saw that. Yeah. That's, stupid.
You see, it's just as I told you.
I always like how Maleficent's like robe clips into the wall when she's standing here with Riku.
Does it? Oh man, I'll have to pay special attention.
Companions. Evidently, now he values them far more than he does you. You're better off without that wretched boy. Now think no more of him and come with me. I'll help you find what you're searching for.
You know what's funny? Now that I'm watching that scene right now, not the Maleficent one, the one where Riku or Sora sticks his hands in Riku's mouth like a weirdo. Why would he give the Keyblade back to Sora?
He doesn't know yet. Like, well, then again, yeah, he does. He does know because he met
he's a Keyblade
Taya.
wielder. Yeah, he
And
knows it's supposed to be his. Maybe it's just being nice. Like he doesn't want to take candy from a baby.
I mean, okay, well, first off, let's go the obvious route, retconning. But
Yes.
if we try to, like, put it into the lore, okay, do no more's job for him.
Yeah. We have a habit of doing that.
Yeah, he kind of relies on his fans defending him. I had an idea and then I lost it.
I'm getting a phone call from my dad. What? Hold on, pardon me.
Okay, so while she's gone, I guess I'll narrate what's going on. I'm gonna hit these guys a lot. And now I'm gonna hit this guy. I'm gonna accidentally activate Ripple Drive. I guess I'll do a summon just to kind of showcase it. So this is how you do the summon. You put your Keyblade in the air and then the magic happens. There's the magic. You see the magic there. And then the Simba comes out. Everybody likes a good Simba. He does the roar thing. There he goes doing that roar thing. And then you back up so that you're in a corner somewhere, which is not the easiest thing to do right now. And you press triangle and then you just murder everything.
Well, thank you for narrating that while I was on the phone with my father calling me at 11 p.m. He wanted me to go down into our basement and get ice cream out of the freezer for him, to which I said no.
Wow. How? What? I don't even... Please tell me. Watch my stream. How did I just die?
Alright. I just saw you heal, and then I see an air homie, and then thunder. What?
There's nothing next to me.
That was weird. I'm talking to Sid right now.
Man. Oops.
Oh, her cape does clip directly into the wall.
Yeah. And the thing is it's not even like you can be like, oh, it's because we went from 4x3 to, you know, 16x9 or whatever the current format is. I know that sounded dumb, that I can't remember it offhand. Because it's clearly would have been there even in a 4x3 image.
You know, this scene is always really funny to me, the one where Maleficent's being like, now come with me, child. It's like, he literally just, like, is talking to a couple people casually, and she's like, see? He doesn't love you. And Riku's like, that you make points. He hates me now.
I was gonna...
He's so easily manipulable.
Yeah. I was gonna make a comparison to Catch a Predator, but then you said, like, he's just talking to a couple people. I'm like, well, now I can't make that comparison, because it's gonna sound like I'm defending pedophiles. Who are not just talking to people. I was watching a bunch of videos from that earlier.
Oh, they're so funny to watch. Because he's just out here like, well, you know, talking to a 13-year-old like that, I mean, you have to realize how this looks, you know? Like, he says all the most, like, awkward stuff.
Dude, my favorite ones are the ones when they're like, you gotta be careful because Chris Hansen's out there.
Oh my god.
Those are the one. That's like the only ones I ever watch. Is just when they're like warning him about Chris Hansen.
I've never seen that. That's funny.
Or like I like the ones where like he comes out and they're like, "Hey, it's Chris Hansen," and then they like sit there and like think for a second, and go, "Shit." Like they have like that brief moment of like, "Oh, look, a celebrity."
And then they're like, oh, clarity. Oh man. So we're talking about lore before I was interrupted. So Riku doesn't take the Keyblade from Sora. And obviously, retconning is the most, you know, obvious solution. But we're gonna do, or the most obvious explanation, rather. We're gonna do Nomura's job for him and try to work that into the lore somehow, and maybe justify it.
Yeah. So if I had to go on a whim of like, well, okay, so I'm trying to remember Terra's exact line to him. I don't think he says the word Keyblade.
Right. And also, I don't think that Riku was far enough gone where his first instinct would be, like, your friend has the weapon, you're supposed to have, steal it. Like,
Well, yeah, because he even says later in this one, he says Maleficent was right. So...
Oh, yeah, okay, so maybe he did think that through. Ooh, Nomura, look at you, thinking things through.
Yeah, because like when he takes it at Hollow Bastion, because Maleficent was right, you don't have what it takes. I am the true Keyblade wielder.
I guess we just weren't.
Because that's
but
also...
he should know that he's the true Keyblade wielder from Terra and not from Maleficent, although maybe considering that those events were 10 years prior and he was literally like 5, he needed to be reminded.
Yeah, also Terra
wasn't in the forefront of his brain.
Terra wasn't super clear about it either.
Yeah.
And then, also, that scene also will have the, that moment when he's like, there can't be two Keyblade wielders. And it's like, well, that was a lie.
Yeah. But again, Terra wasn't clear about it. Terra gave him no reason to think that there was more than one of them.
Although he does meet Aqua.
Oh, he does. But is she like out there like, look, I have a key? Or is
She
just
has,
looking at the kids and is like, look,
she doesn't
kiddos.
say that she has the key, but if... I'm trying to remember if she ever summons it while she's there. I don't think she does.
I don't think she does. I think she just looks at the kids and mobs them.
And then there's one other thing, right? No, there's not. I was about to say he saw someone looking out at the beach, but that was Terra.
Yeah, no.
Oh, come on now.
Why did I just cast Thunder on a Thunder enemy?
Dude, I don't know. I've been doing that a lot.
I see these yellow guys and I'm like, Yellow Thunder, and then like...
I'm gonna switch this to Cure, this to Thunder, and this to... I actually want Blizzard. I never use Fire, even though it's supposed to be the main attack for a magic build. I'm gonna use Hurricane Blast, even though every, like, Let's Player and, like, speedrunners, like, do not use Hurricane Blast.
Do it. Live your dream, you know?
But I'm an adult.
Do what you want, yeah. Oh, you just... Looking at your stream reminded me that I have MP-aced, ready to use on Donald. So...
I need to equip some items. I feel like opposite armor is gonna kill me, and I just don't know if I'm ready for that kind of disappointment.
I'm about to get to him as well. I'm about to ring that bell.
Oh, you...
So I caught up with you, so that's good.
I wasn't... Okay. I wasn't that far.
What? No, but like I had to stop to speak to my dad, and I also had to
Yeah, you didn't have an air soldier kill you from 5 meters away, though.
Oh, you're right, you're right. Ring, ring, bitch.
Oh, you at the actual, the bell?
Yeah.
Does that make you feel, like, special?
Ringing the bell.
Like being ahead of me?
A little bit.
Does that make you feel better?
No.
You think you're better
No, it
than me? Is
doesn't.
that what this is?
Yeah, I'm way better than you. I'm way better than you at Kingdom Hearts. Fucking fight me. Try to prove me wrong.
What? Okay. I'll take that. A fat body was charging me, and I like did a attack to deflect it, and it just hit him properly. I was like, okay. I gotta get the weird postcard from the clock.
Oh my god, I always forget about this one.
What?
I'm watching you do it. The
Oh, this puzzle.
yeah, this puzzle in the Gizmo shop, and I literally always forget to do it every time. So I guess I could turn around and do it now instead of fighting the boss right away.
Did you cast lightning on the on that wire in the 3rd district?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Sorry, my my couch is like that faux leather, and my sweaty body became attached.
Oh, the worst.
Remind me in like a minute before I fight opposite armor that I need to equip items.
Alright.
Because I'm gonna forget.
As soon as I see you ringing the bell,
Alright, I'll do it right now.
put those items on, bitch.
Okay. Whoa, not ether. What are you doing? Oh. Man, I need to buy like some good items.
Wait, what? Not the good items, the freaking puzzle. Hello, game? Oh fuck, I'm an idiot.
What?
I thought I hit all of them and I forgot that there was a 3rd one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, don't forget to hit that treasure chest on the rooftops as well. I know it's just a mithril shard, but that one's easy to miss.
Yeah, I usually go for it. Although the one through the window I'm probably not going to bother with, actually. Because those air soldiers are going to murder me, and I just want to get opposite armor taken care of.
Yeah, alright, I'll do the same thing. I'll worry about it when I have glide. Because it's easier when if you get knocked off the edge, just turn around.
Yeah. My brother, who's going to eventually watch these.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and then he's going to be like, why are you talking about me? He went through two. Yeah. He went through two. And like, by the time he like got to like fighting Roxas and stuff, he just wanted it done because he tried to do critical. And he got all the way to Roxas, but like, let's be honest, Roxas is a pain on beginner.
Right.
And so he struggled with Roxas on critical, so then he went back, I think, on like beginner or standard. I can't remember which. And then he just kind of like rushed through it because like he got all the way there, and they had to restart the game. So he didn't do like any like additional stuff really after getting to the world that never was. So he never got final form.
Oh,
and
wow.
he never got, so therefore he never got glide. And then on top of that, he didn't level up like master form any, so he didn't know how to do aerial recovery.
Oh my god.
But
no, aerial dodge.
aerial dodge, yeah, right. Aerial dodge, my bad. So then he gets to the dragon fight where it automatically gives you glide and aerial dodge. And like he was getting so pissed because he couldn't understand the mechanics.
Oh, yeah, those mechanics are a little rough if you've never used them before.
Yeah. But like it was also like he was super sleepy because he was just trying to finish the game, and like for him, because he's in South Korea, it was like 5 in the morning, and I was watching him play like on stream, and I was like, you just gotta hold square and then press towards the dragon. He's like, I don't know what that means. I'm like, I don't know how else to say it.
God, this boss is so much easier than Clayton.
I remember him giving me a lot of trouble on my first run.
This guy?
Opposite armor?
Opposite armor didn't give me that much trouble, but guard armor gave me a lot of trouble my first run.
Guard armor is always a little bit of a pain because you don't have dodge roll.
You don't have anything.
Ow!
You're just a
God,
baby.
that hurt. Yeah, see, this is the only thing I don't like about opposite, particularly on higher difficulties, is that hand attack can really screw you over.
Really
And he likes to spam it.
Oh, so remember last playthrough when you were like, hey, when you get arrow, you get arrow. Or opposite armor, rather. I just...
Oh, okay. Good. Thank God. These games have a habit of giving you the spell you need on the boss the way you would like it.
It's nifty in that way. I always thought that was kind of interesting. Some people would say frustrating, but I think it's kind of fun.
Did you ever...
Like a little added jab.
Did you ever do the, like, synthesis quest for, like, the ultimate weapon on Final Mix for this one?
No.
Well, first off, it takes forever now. Like, it already took forever. But now it's a good, like... If you spend, say, 40 hours on the main game, including fighting Xemnas and stuff, it's an additional 40 hours to, like, get the ultimate weapon.
Oh, fuck that.
But one of the things they did with it is added all these new enemies that all have, like, really interesting ways you have to kill them. And one of them that you'll enjoy as a Final Fantasy fan is the new ghost enemy in Monstro. So after you beat Monstro, if you go back to where you fought the Parasite Cage, the second fight with him, there's a giant ghost seek up there. And physical and magic attacks don't work. You have to use potions on him.
Yes.
And so if you're using elixir, it automatically kills him.
I love that. Are we gonna pop in and show people that one, maybe? I don't know why we do just that one. Though.
I think you need to beat him in order to... Because they make you keep going back to those enemies a lot.
Yeah.
Because I will be probably trying to get the experience ring to speed up the grind to get to Xemnas. So whatever the experience ring requires to make.
Alright, I might jump on that ship with you because I'm real tired of doing terribly on those secret bosses. I mean, I never even beat Xemnas myself. I just kind of googled that one.
It's kind of interesting of a fight because it feels a lot like Kingdom Hearts 2, but it's one.
Yeah.
But like it's kind of hard because he fights like a KH2 and beyond boss, like that very fast-paced kind of.
I noticed that. Alright, I got that postcard. That was through the window. Because I just cleared out Hollow Bastion, or not Hollow Bastion, just Crest Traverse Town, so now's kind of the time to go crazy, go stupid ass.
Okay. Oh wait, I want to buy a whole bunch of high potions. I would like 5 of your finest high potions, please.
If I have the money, I might get some better weapons for Donald and Goofy. Let's see. I can get better weapons for them. I think I just might.
Ugh. Because I'm going through KH3 as well right now. Whenever I'm in like the inventory menu, I keep wanting to press L2 and R2 to like switch over to another character.
Yeah.
See ya.
Or
Yeah,
just
Morningstar
literally
absolutely
any
was a scary
quality
weapon
of
for Donald,
life.
but should I get Smasher or Stout Shield? Should I make them offensive or defensive?
I like to keep them as their types. So I give him the Stout
That's
Shield.
a good point.
I really do kind of feel like the other ones are there to like throw you off.
Yeah.
Oh, don't forget Pinocchio.
Oh, yes. We must show the audience.
Yeah, so you go in here and then you turn your camera and Pinocchio's there.
Well, as I live and breathe.
And Jiminy's like, Pinocchio!
Yeah, is that what it sounds like?
What in the world are
Yeah.
you doing down here?
Playing hide and seek.
Oh, I just don't believe it. And here I was, up all night just worried sick about you. Why of all the Pinocchio?
He is not there for me. What?
Did you do everything? Did you
not
talk to
somebody
Sid?
I should have. I need to go talk to Sid. That's what I need to do.
Yeah, you gotta talk to Sid after you've beaten opposite armor.
There we go. Yeah. I have some dummy parts. I don't care about those. I love the Trinity animations, especially the red one where they all just thwomp into each other at full speed.
I also like the yellow one where Donald always falls down.
Yeah.
In we'll see it once we get to Chain of Memories, but in the 3D remake of Chain of Memories, they added a new like Trinity attack that you can do from the very beginning, where you, before you get Trinity limit, if you have Goofy, Donald, and then a Keyblade for your attack, like for your slate, then they have an ability where Goofy goes, "I'm ready," and Sora goes, "Let's go," and then like Goofy appears next to him and he stands like perfectly straight, just as straight as he can, and Donald gets on the other side of him and Sora's on one side, and then Goofy just falls forward and they both take him and turn him into a battering ram. I like it a lot. That's my story. Gotta make a gummy ship that's better than a not good gummy ship. Because,
Well,
as bad as it is, I don't want to die in a gummy mission because that's gonna really put me back.
so I just watched that Pinocchio scene, which I saw a little bit ago, but I know that makes like the whole why we go to Monstro in the first place thing makes sense more. However, on the other hand, or I guess why we stick around Monstro, we kind of just got swallowed by a whale. Theoretically, we could have just, figured our way out of there. But like, how do I put this?
What other purpose
makes-
does it serve?
what other purpose does it serve? But also, it in a way makes a little less sense because how the fuck did Pinocchio get there?
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd he get into the whale?
Hey,
We told him that we'd figure it out, and he showed up there.
this kind of feels like a there is no war in Fan Sing Se moment. Don't fucking mention it. How about that?
Alright. See, I was always under the impression from that scene that scene makes it make no sense. And not that it may make more sense. And I could see the argument either way, but I'm in the it makes it make less sense boat. I think it just shouldn't have been there because otherwise I would have just assumed Jiminy saw Pinocchio and then we were like, oh, yeah, that's
Yeah, I mean,
Jiminy's
the only
friend. Let's
thing...
help him.
Yeah, the only thing really is just, how quickly Sora's like, what are you doing here, Pinocchio? Like, it's
Yeah.
quick uptake for a character who never uptakes anything.
That's a good point.
How much do I care about being better at Gummy? Probably not that much.
Not much at all. I'm not editing this ship once. I never have in this game. I'm doing the fill cup right now, though.
I always, when you're on critical, I mean on proud, you basically have to wait until one world after they tell you before you try to do the tournaments. Also, I think it only gives me like a combo plus, which I don't care about as a mage, but
Yeah, I got you. I love when Donald says for Daisy.
yeah.
I think that's cute.
I always make my Gummy ship based off of what the original Prima Vista strategy guide did, which is I routinely will upgrade High Wind with just higher level armor, more wings, more stuff like that. But I don't design new ones. I just keep upgrading High Wind, but keep its basic shape. And I like to give it haste because haste gets me through the haste in the engine gummies to get through this faster.
Maybe I'll actually give that a shot next time around.
But there's an argument to be made for
By this time.
how much time do you spend in the editing stuff compared to how much you save by having haste.
That's a good point. But I guess I would prefer spending my time in the editing screen than on the in the minigame itself. So
it's pretty brutal. Agrabah, which I'm probably gonna get fucked over in.
Woo! You know what I miss? The concept of the keychains as opposed to the keyblade. Like when you go to different worlds, like you got new keyblades here. I liked the keychain idea so much more. And I guess they never truly got rid of it because all of them do have keychains on them, and you can still apply the whole keychain change the form of your original keyblade thing. But it doesn't feel the same because they say explicitly you get keychains in this game, whereas the other ones they say you get keyblades.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like the chains better.
I agree. It also doesn't make sense that they can break.
Had things under control.
Yeah,
But
Kingdom
we'll
Hearts
get
3
there.
for that one. And you can upgrade them. They really just made it like Union Cross, honestly.
Yeah. I guess this is the first moment. Well, no, because she said the princesses earlier. But this is the first moment where she says anything about the door to darkness.
7 princesses of heart to open the final door. Any fewer is useless.
Well, if the princess is that important, we'll find her.
This is... Oh no, that's not the eyebrow moment yet. It's later. But... Man, Jafar's eyebrows are really active in this.
Steep yourself in darkness too
They're
long.
on something else.
The heartless
I love Maleficent's,
wow, I'm watching that animation right there. That was...
I love her constantly like taunting the other villains. So I have this, I guess it's time to present my crazy theory to the audience. I have this idea that, well, I've talked to you about it, but it's time that the audience learns how much I overthink this series.
Yes.
I'm of the mind that the Disney villains in Kingdom Hearts 1 are 13 Seekers of Darkness. Because if you count Smee, Flotsam, and Jetsam, as well as Iago, and I think there was like one, I think Riku was the other one, then you do end up with 13.
I don't agree with him on this one, but I understand where he's coming from.
Oh, let me put it this way. If he wanted to retcon it that way, there's this shitty doorway that he can take. And the reason why it's more reasonable now after 3 is how many loose interpretations of 13 Seekers Kingdom Hearts 3 had.
Yeah. They really
Like
told
the
us
fact that
like,
Riku replica
anyone
counted.
Who's dark can be... Yeah. Anyone who's dark could be a Seeker, I guess. It also doesn't need to be the ones that we originally thought. I guess we could just do anyone who's kind of evil, like.
Yeah. So, that's my argument. Now, of course, it requires Flotsam and Jetsam and Smee being Seekers of Darkness.
But they are all the sidekicks of the main villains in this game, so I get where you're coming from. Also Iago.
In the manga, being that guy now, in the manga, the Cheshire Cat was asked to be a member of the villains council, and he refuses, saying that he's above it.
He said, "I won't be a Seeker of Darkness. I'm above that life. I put
Yeah,
that
he
life
was like, "You're all
me."
below me. Like, I don't see
That's
your."
It's a very Cheshire Cat thing to do.
But also, like, I'm surprised they asked the Cheshire Cat and not like the Queen.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not. I always felt like the Cheshire Cat's like the real ominous one there. The Queen's just kind of like.
I really like in the Coded movie.
Evil.
I like in the Coded movie
evil.
they have the guy, I can't remember his name now. The guy who plays Winnie the Pooh plays Cheshire Cat.
Cummings. Yeah.
And it's like he doesn't even try to do a different voice.
I met Jim Cummings once in a hotel lobby. That was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say anything interesting? Does he sound like that normally?
No. No, he just sounds like a dude.
Wouldn't that be funny if, like, you saw him, he's like,
He sounded like Winnie the Pooh.
I'm sorry for
bother,
getting...
like...
Oh, yeah. Oh, bother. Oh, bother. I seem to have gotten in your way in the hallway.
No, not at all. I was just like...
There is a weird
hey,
glitch.
You're Jim Cummings, and he was like, yeah. And I was like, that's pretty neat.
Good job doing that.
Yeah, I was like, I really like your work. You do good stuff. Thanks.
Oh, bother. There's a weird glitch here after this cutscene where the fight right after, like, the camera angle is turned in a weird way. It's something about, like, the way they did this scene where the camera looks up at Jafar. Instead of rotating the camera, they rotated the level geometry, which I guess was easier for some reason for them to, like, get the lighting effect they wanted, but then it never repairs itself, and so the camera is, like, stuck in a weird angle until you leave the room. Yeah, see, you'll see in a second when the stream catches up for you.
Oh, yeah. never really saw, I never really perceived that as a glitch, honestly. I just was like, oh, that's wonky. I guess it's a glitch.
Well, it wasn't there in the original
room always felt
PS2.
weird.
I don't think it was there in the original PS2, or even in the PS3 version. I think it's something about...
It just flopped it in the PS4 version.
Yeah, I think it's just something about the port, just they didn't catch that was an interrupt that happened. Man, how did we ever play Kingdom Hearts 2 on the PS3 version with how long it takes to load the drive forms?
Oh, when it, like, it takes like a solid, like, 2 whole seconds when it freezes there, yeah.
Ah, man, on some, like, depending on how old your PS3 is and stuff, and, like, where you have it installed and how fragmented your hard drive is, it can easily reach a minute to do a drive form.
Really?
Yeah, if you've got a really fragmented hard drive.
Seconds for me.
Yeah, if you've got a really fragmented hard drive and you're using one of the older PS3 models, it really takes a while.
Wow.
Because I kept trying to explain that to my brother, like, when he was debating whether or not switching over to the PS4 version, is I was like, you can't strategize your transfer, like your drive form, because the enemies are allowed to freely move around while you're doing the loading, whereas it can do damage when you transform, so it's like it's nicer in the instant PS4 version. Even the PS2 had a little bit of load time, but in PS4 it's always instant.
It's always nicer to be able to, like, not have to get up and make a sandwich during a transformation in the game, so.
Yeah. What?
Sorry, I was watching the Jafar save his eyebrows again.
Oh, yeah.
Why are they so animated? Why did they decide to the only thing to animate on his face was his eyebrows, which they did in strange ways?
I don't know.
The Archive music is kind of dope, but I can't wait to do it in Melody of Memory.
The what?
The Archive battle theme.
Oh, yeah. Road to Darkness has ruined this theme for me.
Road to Darkness?
Or Dark Road, or whatever it's called.
Oh, do they play it a lot? Do you do a lot of Archive shit?
So you haven't played Dark Road, right?
Nope, never got around to it.
It's not worth it. Nothing happens in it. What happens is you, like, pick a world and you slowly unlock worlds, and all it does is change the background in the music. And you just fight stuff. Like, there's no running around or movement. It's just you fight stuff until you die. And then if you didn't activate a cutscene by killing enough enemies, then you just do that again.
That's really shitty design, and I'm sorry that I gasped in the middle of what you were talking, but I picked up a barrel to, like, get to that treasure chest in the storage room, and I threw it directly at Goofy's head. And it
I thought you were gonna say
on his head, and he barked. And I felt really bad.
He barked?
He barked. He did like a bark thing that happens when he gets hit in the head.
Oh, wow.
I felt really bad. I just smacked my friend upside the face with a barrel.
I thought you were gonna say it turned into a barrel spider.
No, well, that'd be wild. No, I just abused my friend.
I remember as a kid, every time I tried to show Kingdom Hearts to people, I'd, like, I don't know, for some reason it would always be in Agrabah where I was, whether it was Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2, that just would always be where I was in the story. And, like, the only thing people had to say about the game was just, that is not the same voice actor. It's like, yeah, no shit.
It's not Robin Williams. We know, like... Of course
it's a guy doing the best he can. Like,
Exactly. Let him live.
Whoa! Money, royalty, fame. Why didn't I?
So, I've been
Okay,
thinking,
you asked for it.
ever since you
100
said
service,
that
100
Keyblade
damage,
shouldn't be able to
go.
break.
Just say the word, not delivered, 30
I
minutes or less, or your meal's
agree.
free.
I thought that
Hey,
it
I'll
was
even throw in
a silly
cappuccino.
addition,
No,
you know,
Okay.
as well as the
I think I'll put
upgrade
that on
nonsense,
hold
yada yada.
until we reach Agrabah.
However, I do
Why
remember us
around?
having that conversation about the
there's this
Keyblades potentially
girl
breaking
in
as
Agrabah
symbolism,
named Jasmine.
to indicate their
But she's
strength
a
of heart,
princess.
since
And
Keyblades are made
gosh,
as an
could never
extension,
fall for a guy like me.
Yeah.
for someone's,
Jasmine?
you know,
Oh, that's
power of
right.
heart.
She's in trouble.
Whatever you call
Also,
it.
What?
it just
So I
occurred to
think
me.
that's kind of a nifty idea. Maybe it was executed poorly, but I do think that the idea is kind of nifty in itself.
Yeah.
I didn't like how Riku's was done in 3. I thought it should have been a lot more dramatic.
We should
It
have
should have
watched the
been a lot
break.
more like, huh?
We should have watched it break instead of just, but your Keyblade, and he
Yes.
looks down.
Yeah, no, it
Um,
should have been like a whole like, oh shit, his Keyblade.
I guess
moment,
Now,
you know?
now hold up, because
Comes with a job.
given your point about
Itty bitty living space.
the weakness of Hort and the representation of the Hort, it may not have necessarily broken the Hortless. It may have broke because his Hort just got split with Riku Replica, and maybe Riku Replica was not capable of wielding the Keyblade.
Free you from the lamp. What do you think?
I could see that. That would be kind of cool.
But then he gets the core key, so
Genie, it's a promise.
he gets the car key, but that's because Riku Replica, maybe changed his heart, like in a powerful enough way. Like, so how do I put this? Way to
he no
Road to
longer
Dawn,
needs
right?
the Way to Dawn, yeah.
Yeah, Way to Dawn is like this, like, I balance darkness and light thing, and fusing with Riku Replica but maintaining his light in a way was profound enough, I think, to change the way that his Keyblade would present itself. And it, like, his heart literally broke.
Yeah.
And then he comes back with a Honda Civic key, because why not?
It
Because
also
literally Riku's entire design is an advertisement for Final Fantasy 15. In that, speaking of advertisements for Final Fantasy 15, holy mother of Viren Rex.
yeah. It also occurred to me during this discussion, there is actually precedent in a previous game for the Keyblades breaking. And I feel really dumb for not thinking of it until today.
Yeah?
The Keyblade, the Keyblade,
Oh shit.
the whole
Good point.
series comes about because it's shattered.
Yeah. Good point.
Although it looked cooler
I guess
when
I
it
just thought
broke.
maybe that one was special. I also thought maybe that one was like special DM, and it is. But
So,
I guess
I'm-
it doesn't mean that all Keyblades can't break.
This is the thing that really bugs me with Union Cross, is it purports to be about the Keyblade War and talk about right before and right after, but the Keyblade never shows up.
Yeah.
And I've yet to understand why that decision was made to
Why
not.
would the Keyblade show up at the end of that? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you even now, it took like 3 years, but they finally let you play the Keyblade War. And it still isn't there. It's like, but you're telling me in all the other games that it's the reason the war happened. But no one's even mentioning it.
It should have shown up
Unless-
after you die, and then you get, like, you know, you get
Revived.
picked up into the other world,
Yeah.
and put into the data world by the new foretellers. I feel like it should have shown up then, because that's when, you know, the battle itself was happening. So maybe, like, if you saw it in the background or something, even if just for a second, if you knew that you were part of the creation of the Keyblade, that would be really cool
Yeah. Or
and consistent.
Or maybe this question is intentional. Maybe the Keyblade was never there. And the Master of Masters was just kind of leading Xehanort astray with that legend.
We do know that the Master of Masters was intentionally leading Xehanort astray, so can't say I'd be surprised by that. You could have just made that up entirely. The Kai Blade could be full of shit. It might not even be able to sustain itself, to be honest.
Can I be honest? Look, I like this series a lot, obviously. But I really hate the Master of Masters. Like, I think it's a dumb character. Yeah, it's a very, like, Mary Sue character that's just... I'm over it.
I want to see more of him. I want to see if he actually is truly just evil. But right now, so far, he's just sort of like
he's almost chaotic neutral.
Yeah, I want to see what his motivations are and stuff before I pass a lot of judgments. But I think it's been a little while, and we haven't heard anything, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's certainly a question of. Here's the thing, right? Like, so he sends Lucio to go view the future. And you can say, well, maybe Lucio didn't do what he wanted. Maybe Lucio was a bit more violent than what he wanted. But at the same time, he had the Book of Prophecies. He knew what Lucio was going to do. So, like, he knew what he was sending, all the pain he was about to cause by doing that.
Right. So, I honestly don't know what his motivations are, and that's sort of why I understand, like, this is why you don't like him, but that's sort of why I am interested in him. Interested and liking are two different things.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's fine.
I think that right now, it's a little dragged out. He's a little bit too much like Nomura's OC. It's a little just, okay, we've seen this before. I want just a little bit more now. I expected a little bit more in Remind. Maybe we'll get there in Melody of Memory because we see Kairi talking to the Master of Masters, God knows how. But, you know.
She's also in the final world, so... Which is a whole nother thing I will get into when we get there.
Yeah, that is not a today conversation.
I do not remember what I'm supposed to do with my life.
I always do that in Agrabah. I get lost like 3 times. Can I just say that I had a crush on Aladdin growing up like crazy? And like, I still kind of do.
Poor people are hot, man.
He's terrible. I know he's terrible because he's like a liar and, you know, not the ideal person.
He's a street rat, you mean?
But he's also kind of great. No, he's just one of those,
his
simp. Character arc. Yeah, he's a simp and his character arc is sometimes lying is okay. That's the whole lesson.
Did you ever watch, Aladdin and the King of Thieves?
I did not.
It's pretty good, actually. It's a lot better than Return of Jafar.
Well, that's not a hard part of the process.
Well, for one thing, King of Thieves has the return of Robin Williams.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he said that the only reason he would allow the property to continue with its license is if he could have creative control again. But in King of... Do you know anything about the story at all?
King of Thieves? No, I actually never got around to watching that as a kid.
So the whole thing is... You know, I watched it not that long ago and I'm already forgetting a lot of it. But the main core piece is... Aladdin's dad is the king of the 40 thieves. And he ends up, like, he thinks that his dad's gone, whatever. He feels bad because, like, he's about to have the wedding and his dad's gone. And then, like, his dad comes in with the 40 thieves to rob Agrabah and then gets reunited. And so he goes, because he thinks that his dad's, like, being held hostage or something. But he doesn't, like, understand that he's actually, like, the king of them. And so he goes to, like, try and rescue him, and then he ends up joining the 40 thieves. And they go after the Hand of Midas. It's actually a really, like... It's not as good as the first one, but it's a lot better than the second one.
It actually sounds kind of interesting. Like, some of the Disney sequels aren't as bad as people say. They are, like...
Yeah.
Oh my god. You know, it was actually a decent sequel? And people might fight me on this, but it was a decent sequel in my opinion. Mulan 2.
I haven't seen it.
Oh my god. It's like... the Emperor recruits Mulan to escort his daughters to be married off to the princes in Mongolia to stop the Mongols from invading China.
Oof.
It's pretty political. It's kind of interesting.
Sounds like the story of Ghost.
It clearly didn't work.
Oh god, speaking of, I mean, obviously I would have said this when we got to Kingdom Hearts 2, but Shan Yu, despite having only 4 lines in the whole film, is one of my favorite Disney villains.
Yeah.
Mostly just for that opening with the "now all of China knows you're here." He just smiles and goes, "Good."
Yeah.
I want it that way.
I mean, I really like how they did all of the Mongol invasion in China. In Mulan. Mulan was one of those movies that was like actually way deeper than it looked like it was going to be.
Yeah.
It even carries into Mulan too. It's historical fiction, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm curious how the live action will be. I'm not paying
Apparently
$40.
We're supposed to boycott it.
Yeah, because
yeah,
she.
No, I'm not paying $4 for it.
Yeah, she said like, "Oh, what they're doing in Hong Kong is good," which I don't think we should be getting into on this stream. But
yeah, no,
for reference, it's not.
I understand yeah, it's not. But also, I understand like the political boycott of it all, and even though we're trying to remain at least semi-neutral on this stream, I'm not gonna fucking buy it. However, when it's free and no one
when it's just streamable,
anything at all, yeah, then I'll probably give it a watch. But I'm not gonna buy it.
Although I guess I've heard like arguments too now that Mushu was animated blackface.
Let's not get into that.
It's weird because like it's obvious for obvious reasons. But yeah, we're not getting into that right now.
Controversy, man, it's everywhere.
Yeah. But no, going back to King of Thieves, there's a point I wanted to make. I'm about to die again for the dumbest reason. The way they do the Hand of Midas is really cool. So, first off, it's in this awesome, like, when they find it, it's in this, like, big, like, waterfall room. Like, it's in the center of this giant column room with, like, waterfalls everywhere. And the idea is anything it touches will turn to gold. And so, like, his dad, like, wraps it in a cloth so that he can carry it. And he, like, when he's testing it, he touches it to the waterfall, and, like, it turns, like, all the water into gold.
Oh, that's nifty.
And then, the villain, like, you know, is, like, holding Aladdin hostage, and at one point it was like Jasmine or something, and he's like, "Give me the Hand of Midas." And so Aladdin's dad is like, "Alright," and he tosses it to him, and the villain, being a moron, grabs it with his hand and immediately gets turned to gold.
And then just gets stuck there. I love that. It Shrek, dude. Where the fuck am I supposed to go?
Did I kill the centipede? I don't remember. I was so busy talking. I think I did.
I don't think you did. Cause you didn't. You didn't
no,
get the scene where Jasmine got wrecked.
Yeah,
oh,
I did.
You did?
Yeah, I beat it.
You got the scene where Jasmine got dropped. I wasn't looking at your stream.
So I just gotta go to.
How do you start that fight?
You have okay. Well, it's hard to explain over chat, but you gotta find all the keyholes.
Got it. Thank you.
And then from there you'll open up a gate. I really don't want to do this next boss.
Oh, you're about to get to the magical floating head. Must be fit. Cape of Wonders, that guy.
Who dare disturbs my slumber?
Oh my god, that movie's so good. Who let Aladdin do that
just
good?
Last night you were like, I fucking hate that movie.
No, I didn't say I hated it, I said I hate Jafar. I said the movie was just good, not the live action. normal movie.
It is pretty good.
I don't think that Jafar is like a poorly written villain or anything like that. It's just I don't like it. It makes me feel some type of way. It's the not happy kind.
Whew. Man, I remember, like, as a kid, this fight was never a problem. And now,
Really?
every time, as an adult when I do it, it's just a total nightmare. Although I'm doing pretty okay right now.
Playing on easier modes. When we were younger.
Yeah, well,
Or maybe
don't...
they buffed it in the new. No, I've seen people suck at this on the PlayStation 1 too. So. So back when I was going through Kingdom Hearts with my friends, back like 5 or so years ago, we had a situation where we had to use the PlayStation 2 instead of the PS3. So we were playing the originals. That was a wild experience. Just like watching the menu be the way it was, like you having to scroll, no reaction commands at all.
Yeah, and having to turn the camera with L2 and R2.
Yeah.
How did we ever accept that? It's like...
Freaking nightmare.
You ever think about that when you
nightmare.
play older games, like, and they'll have some mechanic, and you're like, why did we ever accept that as gamers? Why did we ever let any company get away with this, much less every game get away with this?
Well, we were talking about, like, overrated games before, and, we were talking about Kirby Air Ride as, like...
Yeah.
I know it's a controversial statement for this stream, but,
Yeah, we just lost all of our subscribers, you know. So many subscribers.
But I think that that's a good point in terms of, like, people's nostalgia glasses being on. Like, mechanically, that game's kind of a nightmare. And a lot of games from that era are kind of nightmares. But we got those rose-colored glasses on for some older games that always make them seem...
It's interesting to say that while we're... while we're playing this.
No, I mean, not... I was segueing into that, but I started...
On a retrospective channel.
And so, that's what, how we ended up here.
I swear to God, if I fucking die this deep into this fight... I'm so close. Come on.
What I will say about this series in terms of mechanics and stuff that are outdated, at least they addressed a lot of those to the best that they could in the remakes or the remasters.
Yeah. Did you know that Mr. Pibb is considered a spicy cherry soda?
What is it?
Mr. Pibb?
I've never heard of that in my life.
You've never heard of Mr. Pibb?
I've never heard of Mr. Pibb.
Oh, it's so good.
Pibb?
It's so good.
Yeah? You want to mail me a Mr. Pibb?
I'm sure you can find it at the store. I mean, I'm sure it might have some regional like aspect to it, but it's not like an off-brand.
Like,
it's owned by PepsiCo.
I've never seen this in my life.
That's crazy. I'm not going to Pennsylvania ever again. Y'all don't have Mr. Pibb.
You're valid.
I don't know what to tell you. It's a spicy cherry soda.
Well, mail me one, bro. You won't?
I'll send you some through Amazon.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm sure it's like...
If you happen to pick one up at the store, then do that. It'll be way too expensive if you do it for Amazon.
Now if I do like
a shit ton.
Free shipping. I'll just be like, hey, I want a 2-liter of Mr. Pibb sent to this house.
Will that be my birthday present?
Yeah. I'll get you some Mr. Pibb. It's good.
I mean, spicy cherry soda sounds freaking fantastic. I'm not gonna lie here.
It's really good.
Got me intrigued.
I don't know how to, I mean, it's hard to explain taste, you know, like...
Well, the closest thing to a cherry-ish with a...
Imagine like a...
spicy, but sounds like Dr. Pepper to me.
That's what I was about to say. It's like Dr. Pepper, but with a cherry kind of flavor to it.
Fuck, that sounds so good. Oh, man.
Oh, man. That was a terrible death. I knew I was walking into it, and I did it anyway.
Oh.
The thing is the bosses for Agrabah are so easy. I mean, obviously not the ones I just finished fighting, but Jafar is really easy in both forms.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What am I even doing up here? I need to jump down.
Randomly singing the Applejack's theme. Sometimes Aladdin goes, "Here I come," and then I immediately thought of the frickin' weird Jamaican stick thing that they did for marketing back in the day.
I love, yeah, I remember that. I love Aladdin's Limit Break in 2.
Oh shit, yeah. And he goes, "I'm back," and it's so good.
Yeah. Also, like, both his Limit Break in 2... Well, in this one... Let me double check before I say this, but I'm pretty sure... Yeah, he has Jackpot and Lucky Strike.
Yeah.
And then in 2, I think he has, like, 3 Jackpots.
Yeah. He's consistent. He's grown, you know?
And like, the drop rate from his Limit Break for money and stuff is super high.
It's insane.
Like,
yeah.
he's there to help you grind for money. And the same is true for Chain of Memories. His chord, when you use it, the damage he does, it all gets converted into Mughal points.
I love that. I like how it's consistent, like, he's your money man.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like he's the thief.
I just watched the cutscene where the Cave of Wonders head pops up, and Sora really puts his arm in front of Goofy like a mom when you don't have your seatbelt on. A harsh stop, like, he really just tried to protect Goofy like that. God, I hate this fight.
Right? Well, also, I feel like... I remember on the original PS2 version, I could get up around his back and always jump up from, like, his collar. And I can't seem to do that in this version.
I just tried that, and it didn't work, and I was, like, shaken to my core for a little bit.
Yeah, they've changed the collision detection.
I definitely used to be able to do that, and now it's like, great, I have no ability to hit his eyes. That's cool. Also, I don't have guard yet, so that's swell.
I like the circle I just went in.
But I have counterattack. I have counterattack.
Oh, that reminds me. I have some abilities I need to equip.
Yeah, me too. I got tech boost, and I forgot to put that on like a friggin' moron.
I got MP haste, and I forgot to turn it on.
Oh my god. Bob, we suck at this game. Why are we doing this retrospective?
I don't know about you, but I'm a fucking pro.
You're a pro gamer? Like pro Jared?
Hey, let's not compare me to pro Jared.
Sorry for saying that. Sorry for saying that.
Just letting everyone know, I am in no way similar to pro Jared. I like how he's... Not to dive into more controversial shit. I like how he's still doing stuff. Like,
yeah.
His wife is in like
that nothing happened. Like,
permanent
I don't have
mental
his dick pic.
scarring.
Like,
yeah, and he's like, "Oh, I'm playing Final Fantasy today." It's like, how about you seek therapy and turn yourself in for being a predator? How about that?
oh my god.
My first wish, Jin. Show me the keyhole.
You know, it occurred to me that a while ago, I had his I got sent his dick pic, and then I sent it to someone else, meaning that I had to save it, and I just backed up all the photos on my phone to my computer, so I think Pro Jared's dick is on my computer.
Good.
Because it was like a meme for a while. His dick pics were freaking memes.
Yeah, I had a few people send it to me. I don't know why everyone thought that everybody else wanted to see his dick.
Well, that's the point, you don't. But, which like sounds like a really creepy, predatory meme. And in a way it kind of was, but, you know, we're here now.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do it for the meme, you know? Ugh.
Well, it helped that he was a guy, so no one got real upset about his nudes being spread around and going viral.
Yeah. Yeah, as I'm talking about this, I'm kind of like, you know, this is really icky in retrospect.
Yeah,
and
it's kind of similar to
retrospective.
It's kind of
we retrospect on everything.
Well, it's kind of similar to like when people were sharing around Fapgate or whatever it was called.
Oh, the fappening.
The fappening. That's
Yeah. I never looked at those.
Yeah, I mean, why would you? There's so much porn of people willing to give out their porn. Why would you ever go for anything taken illegally? Like, I mean, obviously, unless that's your fetish.
Yeah.
But
weird fetish, though. I will judge
like,
you for that.
If you
I will kink shame for that.
If you just want to look at porn, look at the legal kind of people who consent.
Yeah. The kind that's literally everywhere.
I could really use on this magic build for my MP to be a little bit higher.
Get the fuck out of here, you stupid fucking giant cat head. Oh my god. I am not gonna die here. Okay, I really almost died, and like, I have like 2 hits left on him.
You gotta go find the diamond in the rough. So, this is not really what I intended to do on this stream, but personal life excitement here. For those who don't know, I might as well go ahead and give some background. I don't want to give too much away about who I am, but I am I'm a TA at a university, and I just taught my last class this past summer, and my student evals came in. So we're gonna take a look at those in just a second.
Oh, we're gonna break to look at your student evals?
Yeah, just a second. So everything looks
I want to
good.
hear about what your students had to say about you.
Everything looks good. I'll just point out the stuff where they said disagree. Assume everything else was strongly agree or agree. I received useful feedback from the instructor regarding my work in this course. One person said disagree. The course allowed me to learn from other students. One student said disagree. Classroom discussions were a valuable part of the course. One student said disagree. Everybody else seems happy about everything. Overall, how would you rate your instructor? One person said adequate. 3 said outstanding. 4 said very good. And then personal comments. Don't grade the work before you read everything. Also, send an email if you have a question. Okay, well, there's nuance to that. I know who wrote that, and that's meaningless. They did a poor job and they kept cheating. Okay, very good. Always answered my questions when I was confused. Gave good explanations for confusing equations. Harder to evaluate because the lab was online, and the lab is just better in person no matter what class it is. And then for the second...
That's not a comment on you. That's just a comment on the situation.
For the second set, the instructor's classroom session stimulated interest in the subject. One person said disagree. I received useful feedback. One person said disagree. The instructor is readily available for consultations. One person said disagree. Look, I sat there on that dumb Zoom call, you know, while no one ever... I was there just so that people could ask me questions, and no one ever asked me anything. So I don't want to hear it. It even says during office hours, which is literally what... the instructor demonstrated applications of course material beyond the classroom. One person said disagree. I literally showed so many videos about lightning.
So many videos about lightning.
The course was well organized. 2 people said disagree. Well, I agree with those guys. The course allowed me to learn from other students. 2 people said strongly disagree. Classroom discussions were a valuable part of the course. This I didn't expect. 3 people said disagree, and 1 said strongly disagree.
Oh, huh.
Student
People
responsibilities.
Just wanted to fucking leave those Zoom calls.
Yeah.
Can you blame them?
Student responsibilities were well defined. 1 person said disagree. So this is also kind of meaningful. What grade do you expect to earn in this course? 1 person said D. 2 people said C. What grade do you feel you deserve in this course? 1 person said D.
Oh. Well, he knows he didn't do too hot.
Overall, how would you rate this instructor? 6 people said outstanding. 1 said good. 1 said adequate. Specific comments. He is fantastic at being honest and realistic with his students. You can also see how passionate he is about subject matter based on the example he uses and the joy he gets teaching us concepts we haven't gotten to in lecture yet. He made lab very engaging and less intimidating than the PhET simulation seemed to be sometimes. A wonderful TA. A great enthusiastic instructor that was always willing to help, providing easy to understand explanations, and always worked on the labs himself so he knew what would struggle with and provide more instruction in that area. I enjoyed the instructional videos that display demonstrations that we could have seen if we were able to attend in person. Those are my last ever evals.
Aww. How do you feel about them?
I'm a little bit annoyed about the one that was like, read before you grade, because I think it's... I understand why they're saying that, but it's frustrating because I don't want to reveal anything about students, but
yeah, no. But you're just frustrated. That's
it's just... there's nuance to the particular... It's a single moment that they're referring to.
The situation that they're referencing.
Yeah, it's like, it's such a specific thing that happened. And they knew better anyway. And they still did the thing I told them not to do. So it's whatever.
Yeah. Ugh. Well, you know, as one time being a dumb undergrad myself, sometimes when you are feeling badly about the way something happened in a class, you take it out on the professor rather than deal with the fact that maybe it was you that was messing up, and really coming to terms with that, knowing that you could have done better but you weren't doing it, is something that's a little hard. And especially right now, with the world being the way it is, I can see why people are being a little bit more fighty than usual. It's a reflection on him, not you, is what I'm trying to say. Or her. That was sexist. Shouldn't have just assumed it was a man because of the subject matter.
Why not explain the situation to that boy, Riku? Doing so may actually prove useful to our...
The eyebrow.
Note, I'm in the treasure room as well.
Wait a second. Are you...
Are you really?
Yep.
I guess it was good that I took that moment then. The eyebrows are coming up.
Oh man. I'll see it on my own screen in just a few minutes. I just need to clear out this treasure room.
Here it is. Oh my god. Why?
I also like Maleficent in that scene when she just fades. Looks like that meme.
Yeah.
Genie, My second wish. Crush them!
Oh, I'm looking at the eyebrows. Oh, why did they do that?
No! Sorry, Al.
Why
The
did
one
they
with the
do
lamp
that?
closed the shop, so I don't have a choice.
Why didn't I equip that tech boost yet? Can I stop sucking at this game for 10 seconds?
This is it. Come on.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Could you run?
I don't know what this weird shield is that's on Jafar. I've never seen him do that before. That was weird.
Really sorry about this.
I don't know. I'm glad I'm not teaching no more.
Yeah.
Especially not during COVID.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like a fun pastime right now. Or at all. I can't relate because I was only a tutor, not a TA, and I know that that's a lot less demanding than what you did. But I do know the frustrations of teaching people. And it's,
Well, it's... I mean, I have to balance out, or I had to balance out, frustrations with students along with remembering that I was an undergrad not that long ago and how I viewed stuff, because I was a particularly lazy undergrad. But at the same time, I don't remember as an undergrad too many times. I don't know, I blame professors for a lot, but the stuff I blame them for, I kind of still do, even after having taught. It made me blame them even more. But the stuff that, like, I see students struggle with sometimes when I'm teaching them, it's a real issue of, like, you need to understand that you are in college. There are expectations on you. Paying that tuition bill is not enough for you to get an A. You have to actually learn this material. And unfortunately, a lot of students, a lot of people don't seem to do that. And I hate to say that because it makes me sound like such a dick, but seriously, and it's not to say I didn't have students who didn't understand their position. And I was always happy to explain things and help people through stuff. What I was not happy to do was give you an A when you didn't do anything. But, like, I was such an easy teacher because all you had to do, if you ever had a question, just ask, and I will work with you until you get it right. And I was always happy to explain it and work it out with people and stuff. But if you're just going to sit there and half-ass it, and then turn in the work, and then get upset because I didn't give you an A when you don't know what a graph is, yeah, I mean, that's frustrating to me as a teacher. You wasted my time.
yeah. No, I understand. I think that, and I'm not trying to, like, defend them, just so much as understand them. Especially now, I would think that sort of, like, entitlement of, like, I'm literally showing up, so just give me the A, comes a lot with these online classes.
Yeah, and I can't blame them for that entirely. But the thing is like, the class I was teaching was meant to be an easy A. I was there for the purpose of giving you the answers if you just asked. Like, the whole point of that class was that it was supposed to be expanding on the main lecture where you were actually tested. I was supposed to be the one that, like, helped you out on anything you were struggling with and give you applications to the material.
Yeah, well, with my experience in undergrad, I saw that happen a lot. Actually, I see that happening a lot in grad school, too, and yeah, some people just really be thinking that they're owed.
I see it in grad school a lot, too.
Nothing, yeah.
I see a lot of people who think that they're supposed to just get A's, and it's like, look, school shouldn't be hard. I don't think school should be hard. but it should not just be a pay-to-win thing.
Yeah.
Because the thing is like, why would you even want that? Why would you want to get no education, pay all this money, get all this debt, and then you half-ass your way through this so that you get fired at every job you ever get because you don't know anything?
Right. Like, and then what? Like, what are you gonna do with a distinct lack of knowledge? Like,
Yeah, it's like, why are you
literally nothing.
here? You're here because your parents told you to come. That's the only reason. Beat your 4.1. Oh, excuse me. Mr.
Not
Pibb
there yet because
is an artificially flavored spicy cherry cola.
oh yeah.
Yeah. It's not a naturally flavored, it's an artificially flavored.
But did you say it was naturally flavored before? I don't.
No,
give a
I didn't
shit
say
how it's
anything
flavored.
about how it was flavored.
My final wish. I want you to make
So my dumbass
powerful
accidentally went to the treasure room before I forgot that I had to go underground and like drop the killer first. So
Yeah, that's why I was a little confused when you said that. I was like, didn't you just fight the head?
yeah, no, I'm stupid. That's all that happened. I'm big dumb.
Oh man, you know what's dumb? I don't have the spell right now, so it doesn't matter. Oh shit, I should have done the fill cup. Well, it doesn't matter now, but it would have made Agrippa a lot easier.
Needed gravity.
Yeah, I was wondering why the fat bodies were taking forever. I was gonna say, I don't understand why gravity does not make Iago drop. It seems like that's how they... It looks like they wanted that. It honestly looks like the game's just messing up when it doesn't drop him.
It's like, I think it's because they kind of like they wanted to make it a little bit so you have to chase him a tiny bit, but it's also like it would make more sense to have you use gravity there, or like at least maybe not have it be necessary, but have it be encouraged so people actually do the damn cups. You know, sometimes I remember this game was made in 2001, and I remember a lot of its like intricacies, just little things like applying spells that you have to go get in order to make the game easier, but it's not necessary, but like, which is normal for RPGs, but in like a animated cutscenes, voices, full Final Fantasy type way, but a Disney hybrid, and I think that's pretty neat.
Oh yeah,
It was made like pre 9/11, like.
It's definitely ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Well,
But
I
maybe
think
just
it's
have
funny,
those
like...
nostalgia glasses on that the people do for Kirby Air Ride, so who knows?
Yeah, but I have to say, like, I'm always impressed, especially with Kingdom Hearts 2, of like, man, this was on the PS2. Like, there's a lot of PS2 games that do not play nearly as smoothly, don't have nearly as much content. Like, the only other series I can say from PS2 that I really think like, oh yeah, they really stretched the PS2 to its limit was Metal Gear.
Yeah. 3, yeah, 3 really like, or not 3, sorry, 2. It kind of plays like a PS3 game. It really does. Like, it's
Kingdom
ahead of
Hearts
its
2?
time for sure. Yeah.
I was about to say Metal Gear Solid 3 would have been a good
No, sorry.
a good statement there.
I mean, also true, but you said Metal Gear, and so I thought of Metal Gear 3, and then I kept saying 3, and then I was like, that's the wrong number, Melissa, and then, yeah, here we are.
Yeah. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3's a lot of people consider the best PS2 game. And honestly, for me, it's probably tied with Kingdom Hearts 2.
I mean, I haven't played it. Probably should.
Definitely
I
the
have it on
best.
the Xbox. I hope that's a decent port.
Yeah. Well, wait. You mean the 360?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good port.
Jasmine?
Except I'll need to bust out my 360 again. That's like probably the only thing I'd bust out my 360 for. That and like, if I'm feeling really stupid, I could play that Lollipop Chainsaw game. That was a lot of fun.
Man. That's an interesting thing that existed.
Yeah, right?
Came out around the same time as like Sucker Punch.
Other interesting concepts. Dear God, that movie. Wow, iconic. Quick question. I just got into that cutscene right before the first bar fight, and he's saying something to Maleficent, and I missed it because I was like half paying attention, but he said, why don't we use Riku? He could prove useful to our... And then they just cut him off. What the fuck were they talking about?
Like
giving him a Keyblade, maybe?
It's hard to say, because he says, why not simply explain things to that boy Riku? Proving so may actually prove useful to our... And so I think the impression I think the only thing you're supposed to take away from that is Maleficent is not being 100% honest with Riku like she was with Jafar and the others.
Okay. I think I thought a little bit too deeply in it because I missed it, so I was immediately like hyper-focused on it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously at some point she does explain things to him because, or at least Ansem does. No, the impression I got from it, the way I always took that scene, is like Riku knows what Maleficent's doing, but he doesn't know that she is evil.
Right.
Like, he thinks that she's doing it for good. Because there's even a scene later when she's talking to Riku where she says, beyond the door lies untold wisdom. And she knows that's not really why they're after the door. Because she's like, oh, behind Kingdom Hearts, we'll find a way to awaken Kairi. And it's like, yeah, but that's not why you want it.
Right. I mean, she's just manipulating him and being like, I'll give you what you want if you work for me, and you can help your friend, and look, your old friends, they're bad anyway. He doesn't even care about Kairi, see? You care, so go open the door, and him being half-possessed is like, yes. Makes perfect sense. Also being 15, that helps too.
Getting your freedom means getting legs.
A deal's a deal, Genie. Now you can go anywhere you want. You're your
I mean, that's what Ariel would argue.
Well, kids, Ariel's fucking wrong.
Ariel's fucking stupid, and I say that knowing damn well she's my favorite Disney princess. But she is freaking stupid because she's like, you know what I want to do? Run away and get married at the age of 16 to a man who's met me and seen me once, and I'm in love with him because I saved him, and that is, boy howdy, a lot of layers to that one.
Just leave it to me.
Yeah.
Not a great look. Now granted, she's my favorite because her movie is just so gosh darn pretty. Like, my god, if you watched Little Mermaid, like, anytime it was on ABC Family, that movie is just stunning to look at. Even today, the colors are just so beautiful.
This is a great scene, in my opinion. I really like all the dialogue between the villains in this scene.
The stream froze on my phone, so I do not know what scene you're witnessing.
It's you'll see it soon enough. It's the next time it shows the council.
Gotcha.
What now?
I'll take the second to refresh the stream on my phone whenever I beat Jafar, which is like 2 seconds from now. Get out of here. Get out of here, you actual twat. Oh my god, you need one hit. One hit. Okay.
Kairi, go to her. Your vessel is waiting.
Just remember, this is no pleasure cruise. It won't be a pleasant voyage.
Why are you doing all this for me? What's the catch?
Catch? What's the catch? Silly boy. You're like a son to me. I only want you to be happy.
I seriously doubt that.
Believe what you wish. But lest we forget, I kept my end of the bargain.
I thought Maleficent's voice actress did a really good job there when she's like, believe what you wish, but lest we forget, I kept my end of the bargain.
Yeah. That is a really good scene. Sorry, I was talking through it there.
No, you're fine.
Probably mute you for a second when that scene comes on myself, because that's a really good scene, you're right. You can talk shit about me, and then when I'm going to find highlights for this video, I can see what you were saying.
Oh, I have to show everyone and you the 3 NPCs.
Yes,
So here's the first one. So this guy is a reskin of the guy from Traverse Town. He says travelers used to throng Agrabah's streets, but now those shadows have overrun the city.
And they're just like not there.
They're everywhere. They're bad for business. I'd leave, but there's nowhere to go. So that's one. I believe that the second one, I think he's in here. I think this is the Walker guy. Yeah, so this is the Walker reskin. That's horrifying. We can't play outside anymore thanks to those shadows. Too dangerous. All my friends are hiding at home. If I were bigger, I'd beat those shadows up. And finally, for the third guy... girl, right here. Also a reskin of the girl from Traverse Town. The streets are practically deserted now. Everyone's hiding from the shadows. I hear the shadows have kidnapped the princess. Will they ever leave? And yeah, those are NPCs that almost no one ever sees.
For reference, that girl's kind of hot. Is that like a weird thing to say?
I don't know, she looked over 18.
Yeah, I mean, she's hot in Traverse Town too.
It's 2020. You can be attracted to an animated character in a kid's game.
Mm-hmm. Good. That validates my existence from when I was a kid. Yeah, that Walker reskin though.
Yeah.
Kinda.
That's something.
Yeah, it's something. Alright, well I'm doing the Jafar Genie battle now, which is like honestly a joke, so...
Yeah.
You know what battle I'm excited for? The Jafar one in Kingdom Hearts 2. That one's a lot of fun.
What are you smoking?
What? I think it's fun.
Yeah, okay.
The Genie Jafar one?
No,
like
God,
that?
I hate that fight. It's so
I think the reaction
bad.
commands are fun.
You know you're not supposed to do him. He takes longer.
Yeah, but like I enjoy it. I have fun punching him in the gut until I can twist him around and stuff. I mean, granted, it does get redundant for the number of times you have to do it, but I do enjoy it.
So I'm gonna go ahead. I got that torn page from Agrabah. I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Alright.
Because I'm pretty sure you get Bambi from one of the torn pages. And I need Bambi for my playstyle.
I learned guard! Holy shit!
So I was like, you know, I should probably not let myself get the hurt. Would have been nice against that, that tiger head.
What am I to do? I'm all alone.
Oh, we just got the Ansem report once, so I'm wondering how we should handle that, like, in terms of reading the Ansem reports.
I can do them, at some point. If you want me to go ahead and read Ansem Report 1, I can Since I'm doing Pooh's World.
Well, what better time to dive into lore than in the 100-Acre Wood?
Yeah, so I can go ahead and read report 1. Should I do like a Xehanort voice?
Yeah, sure.
So which voice should I do for this? Should I do like Xemnas, Ansem, Xehanort?
Well, the first Answer Report 1 was actually written by the Wise, right? And then the rest of them are written by... Or is that not true? I thought that it was
he says 0, whatever that means. I don't know. Like, he does mention something like that, but then he says, like, the only one I wrote was Report 0.
Oh.
I don't know. Much of my life has been dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge. That knowledge has guarded this world well. Not a soul doubts that. I am blessed with my people's smiles and respect. But though I am called a sage, there are things I do not understand. I believe darkness sleeps in every heart, no matter how pure. Given the chance, the smallest drop can spread and swallow the horde. I have witnessed it many times. Darkness, darkness of the horde. How is it born? How does it come to affect us so? As ruler of this world, I must find the answers. I must find them before the world is lost to those taken by the darkness.
So, that sounds like Ansem the Wise to me. Just when he was like a little bit interested, but then he started being like, no, we can't research darkness like to the point where it's dangerous, but he was researching darkness. So, and he says like multiple times there that he's the ruler of the world and that he's the wise sage and stuff, and I don't know why Ansem new one, Xehanort, Terranort, whoever the fuck would be saying that, unless he was trying.
Why has he changed his name
really
to Ansem?
Hard to pretend.
Yeah, like...
He could have written that so that everyone thought that they were written by Ansem, just so that he would be like, hey, I'm the wise sage of this world, look at me. I would only say that if I were, you know. But.
Yeah. There's really not much to say about that first report.
Yeah, I think that that's maybe established potentially as a clever ruse by Xehanort, or it's literally just the only one he wrote. We don't know. I think it's more likely that it's a clever ruse, given that that one is its report 1 and not 0, which I think 0 might be implied that it's all the secret Ansem reports, which are actually written by Ansem the Wise, but...
Yeah.
Something like honey.
Did 3 maybe have it? Because the secret reports in 3 were like by several different authors.
Hello, Picnic.
Maybe.
How have you been?
Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
I only read the secret reports in 3 once,
Gone away.
so I don't really remember.
What you asked
Because they don't seem to explain anything. They're just hinting at another game.
Yeah. Definitely. They're all alluding to the next installments of the series. They're not really about the already established lore. And to be fair, between the Xehanort reports and the secret answer reports and the standard answer reports, we did get a lot of that already.
There, honey. Won't the bees be angry?
When I was a kid, I never read the answer reports. I feel like a big fucking moron for not doing that.
Yeah, you
hold
were.
on, I'm at that scene. I'm gonna mute you for a second. While I can embrace this scene. Talk shit about me or some shit. I don't know. Wait, can I not mute you while you're broadcasting? Oh, that's awesome. Shit. Alright, talk over it. I'll read.
I just won't talk.
Oh, wait. Talk shit. I can lower the volume manually.
Well, I have no shit to talk. Other than I fucking hate Al. Shit's fucking stupid. Why can't I skip this?
So, is Riku in love with Kairi? Because I get that vibe. But no one talks about it.
That was the impression I got. Because he even had the whole thing of like, then I get to share a Palpu with Kairi.
I'm not sure if his feelings go away over time, but people are too busy shipping Sora and Riku to think about how he's in love with her.
Yeah. Fan base is toxic as shit. You hear that,
Yeah.
viewers? You're toxic as shit. God, I hate this. Was this a mini game? Even I hate it
Yeah.
so. Oh no 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 no! Oh, you son of a! Now I'm gonna have to do this one again in order to get the stupid chair for Sora. Oh my God, I haven't had that happen to me since I was like 14. Oh my God.
Big ripperoni, dude.
What the? Dude, what is going on? I cannot believe I just had his balloon pop twice.
You're just having it rough as of late.
Oh my God. What? I don't... There's some weird things happening right now. It's like puberty all over again. It's basically what I just said every day during puberty.
It's like puberty all over again.
No, it's just there are weird things happening right now.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Sorry, I was only half paying attention.
It's fine. Just, this fucking game sucks. It's a bad series. Yeah. It's convoluted, doesn't make any sense.
Uh-huh, and that's why we're here. Oh, man. The series is terrible because Winnie the Pooh's the worst.
Oh yeah, I got the Bambi.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing that you did. I want to head back to Traverse Town and use that green Trinity mark in the accessory shop, and also
oh yeah, I guess I could do that now, couldn't I?
Place. Yeah, you can open a synthesis shop. You may as well.
Give me that sweet, sweet Bambi. I got the Bambi.
You gotta keep saying it like that. I got the Bambi.
Someone I don't know just sent me a YouTube link on PSN.
Oh, speaking of people I don't know, earlier today on Instagram I got a follow request from a single father looking for a meaningful relationship.
Well, are you gonna do it?
No.
What if, like, he really is just looking
That's
for
not on
him?
Instagram.
What are you gonna do now that WeChat's banned by executive order?
Oh. Do you mean because I have, like, another group chat?
Yeah.
We're just gonna switch to Discord. I don't know why everyone thought that was a big deal.
Because it's the number
we're gonna
one.
lose the WeChat, and I was like, who gives a fuck?
Because it's the #1 communication platform in the world.
But WeChat's also a terribly designed app.
It's also stealing your data.
Yeah. Well, whatever. I don't care about that, but I care about how fucking terrible it is. It's giving me nothing but trouble, and it does this weird thing.
I never,
where, like,
yeah, I tried it once and I was like, oh, this is stupid.
Trying to get, like, into WeChat, at least as of late, you have to get, like, somebody who already has a WeChat to authenticate that you're a real person, and you have to go through, like, all of these weird steps to just join a goddamn WeChat. It's really obnoxious. And one of my friends deleted it from his phone, and then he was like, hey, re-add me, because he got a new phone. And then he, like, re-downloaded stuff, and it said that he had broken policy by, like, leaving, and they can't come back.
Yeah, that sounds about like some of the stuff that they were upset about.
Yeah. Really, really dumb, bad app. Don't like it. As soon as it was, like, an excuse to switch to Discord, I was like, thank God.
Okay, now I finally... Ooh, look at that sweet MP bore. Now I can finally play this as a mage. Let me go get gravity to kind of wrap up my super special magic power.
Alright, I'll be in 100 Acre Wood while you're doing that.
Oh, no! I don't want a normal drive anywhere in the gummy ship. Oh my god, I keep pressing the wrong button. Why is it that when you're streaming you instantly forget so much about how to play games you've beaten 1,000 times?
Performance anxiety, baby!
Never been a problem for me. I'm not gonna, you know... I'm not gonna go
bullshit.
Just want all the viewers to see the sexual harassment I just went through.
That's not what I meant. Jesus Christ. Ugh.
Mithril. Hercules, his entire job is to stand in front of the Coliseum. He's like a greeter at a, like, car wash.
I was thinking more like a bouncer, but you know, greeter at a car wash works too.
He's a Walmart greeter.
Yeah. Yo, I went to Walmart near my college, and it was always like risking your life every time you went there. I went there several times, and then there would be news headlines that were like 20 minutes after we left. It was like, someone's been stabbed at that Walmart.
That's the power of the Keyblade.
Good.
Sketchy Walmarts, man. They're charming in a weird way. Not the stabbing, but the thrill of not knowing whether or not you're gonna survive.
We had a pilot program here that was like a Walmart on campus was what it was called. It was like a mini Walmart that was like 10 by 10 meters. And it was like a convenience store, but Walmart brand. I liked it a lot because it had like a lot of non-perishables, but they just closed up shop like overnight with no warning and fired all their employees. And Walmart's official statement was like, it was always a pilot program. We got the information we needed.
Wow, they said it was a social experiment. By the way, I'm just gonna say it, Piglet is the cutest fucking thing in the world. I love him so much. He's so cute.
I suppose.
He's so freaking cute. Oh my god. His ears. I think he reminds me of my dog. But less screamy.
I think I didn't catch it, but I think at the last level up, I got an MP up at that as well.
Oh shit, you're about to be broken.
Yeah, my MP ball is now bigger than my health ball. Oh my god, that ripple drive just shredded him. I'm so strong now. This is like an MP ball you might have in late game. So
Yeah.
And in this one, your magic attack power is directly related to how big the MP ball is. So now I just need MP rage.
God, that ability's fucking broken.
It's so broken in the first one. The damage especially if you have two for sure, but like for just one, the damage it takes to put you in the red gives you enough MP to use cure.
I know.
Thunder! Thunder!
Wow. 2 thunders kill a fat body.
Yeah.
Not even thunder. Just thunder.
Just 2 thunders.
Thunder!
Wow. You're freaking broken, dudes.
Okay, but I'm probably about to die right here, so. Because the fucking legs on the gold armor are brutal.
Heal! Come on! Heal!
I hate the like pseudo gold armor at the end of this cup.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, it's not this one. It's a different one that has like, with all the ports, but they're not actually gold armor. Because they can all operate independently.
It's not this one. In this one, you like face each part of guard armor, but independently, and then in the other one, I think you just do all of them at the same time. But it's not guard armor. It's, you know, that's what it's called. Not guard armor. Capital letters on all that.
Did I just win? Yeah, I won. Take that, guys. Oh, we're the champs.
I'm doing that dumb tree minigame right now.
Yeah, so it's combo plus for the solo and tech boost for the time trial. I'm not worried about those abilities. So I won't be doing the extra stuff in the fill cup. Maybe I'll do them later to get that combo plus, but I'm not super concerned about it right now. I'll do it before I go to Hollow Bastion. Although without counterattack, you can't really do time trial on the Hercules Cup. Because Cloud will just wreck you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I just fell all the way down the tree like you did. Shit.
Yeah. Makes you feel like a piece of shit, doesn't it?
Yeah. Man. Turns out, all these hours I spend video game. Yeah. Yep. Yep. I'm just gonna give up on the sentence.
Which brings me to my next point, kids. Don't smoke crack.
Yeah. That's what got me here.
Don't say that.
And also, don't make jokes about crack. I can't do this fucking mini game.
Just get good, bro. Just do better.
I'm really just not doing better right now. Oh my god. This is pathetic. I cannot fucking do this video game. Why can't I do this?
Did you ever see in 3, in Kingdom Hearts 3, like in the gummy, well, I don't remember which of the 3 like gummy paths it is, but you can find the wrecked pirate ship that you destroyed in 2.
Really?
Yeah. It's split in half right where you broke it in the fight in 2, and it's like shipwrecked.
Wait, where is it?
It's in one of the gummy missions in Kingdom Hearts 3. It's like...
So it must be around Olympus Coliseum, then.
I think so.
Oh, that's crazy.
But yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, it's a nice little Easter egg.
That's so cool. Oh my god. That was the most memorable, in my opinion, of the fights.
Did you ever do the mission 3 for Assault on the Dreadnought? Where you fight the Red Hunter?
I don't think so.
It's very memorable, because, and like, it, you know, after... Normally what happens is you fly out of that, like, laser beam cannon, and then it just ends the level. But on Mission 3, you get pulled into Kingdom Hearts in your gummy ship, and you have to fight the Red Hunter.
Oh, that's cool. Is there any motivation for me doing well on that minigame right now?
If you want cheer for Sora, yes. Otherwise, there is not.
Oh, I'll get cheer. It has to be that particular minigame?
You have to, like... There's, like, a certain score you have to get on each of them.
Oh, God.
And then once you get all of them, like, at their high score, then you go talk to Al, and he gives you cheer.
I guess I'll try this one more time, but I'm not sure that I'm pressed right now.
I'm at
This is a good
Monstro,
scene
by the way. Yeah.
You're about to watch. So you went to Monstro before you went to is the other one Atlantica?
You have to.
You do? I'm remembering the order wrong then.
Yeah. Monstro's the next one. And actually with Atlantica, I don't know how much I'm going to do until after Neverland.
Okay.
You don't even have to do Atlantica. It's completely optional.
I know, but we should do it.
Oh, we are. I'm gonna save... I'm definitely gonna save Giant Ursula until right before... I'm gonna save her for a while because I'm on Proud.
Yeah.
And she's a real pain. But I do want the thunder she gives me.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sora, are you okay?
If they did like an actual remake of this game, I would love to see in Atlantica like getting the changed magic that Kingdom Hearts 3 had for when you were underwater. Where like all your spells alter. I thought that was really cool.
Oh shit, that was really cool. Yeah, I'd like to see that. I mean, I would love to see a remake of this game just because like those graphics from 3 were absolutely stunning. I don't think like wow, there's a lot wrong with 3, but the graphics are definitely not one of them. And if they were to remake this game with anything even close to the graphics from 3, I would be fucking thrilled.
Yeah.
And also like the updated mechanics, although, you know.
Well, that's the thing is like
the battles.
Yeah, like I would not want Keyblade transformations, I don't think.
Yeah, I wouldn't want like updated mechanics in the sense that I want them to be the same mechanics as 3, because I definitely don't. I would want it to be like just this, but more polished.
Yeah. But it's like part of the thing I like about 1 in the context of it all is because the combat was so different in this and more slower and less flashy, it fits with the idea that this is Sora's first adventure.
Yeah.
It's like he's not that skilled yet.
Yeah, Looks like it.
And I would want them to keep that vibe.
Although, you know, like, the whole plot of Kingdom Hearts 3 is kind of like... They should have had a scene where they just straight... Because Kingdom Hearts copies Star Wars like crazy. They should have just had the scene with, like, Xehanort talking to Sora and be like, have you heard the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Oh my god.
It's not a story that Yen Sid would teach you.
Yeah,
How can I learn this power to save Kairi?
Nomura was a big Star Wars fan.
Oh yeah.
He was so happy when he got Mark Hamill to voice Ericus.
Yeah.
And he was really upset when Leonard Nimoy died because obviously Leonard Nimoy died, but also because he couldn't have Luke Skywalker and Spock fight.
Yeah.
He was very vocal about how much that annoyed him.
Stop fooling around.
How upset he was.
And also, Nimoy was such a better Xehanort.
Oh my god, this new Xehanort? Who is he? I don't like him.
But Sora, I thought you liked games.
I don't
like,
know.
not even just because he's not Leonard Nimoy, because I understand, obviously, the guy's dead, and, you know.
It's weird to me that, like, it sounds like the voice actor didn't bother learning the character he was replacing. Like...
Yeah. It doesn't sound anything like Xehanort. Not even close. He didn't even try to do a Leonard Nimoy impersonation. He just fucked it.
Oh, also, lore discussion. Monstro is really important because it establishes the beginning of something that's basically the key central tenet of the entire series, of the idea of a puppet having a heart. So this is the beginning of the idea of, like, what a replica is. Which, by the way, speaking of things like, we had talked about Zigball showing up if they did a remake, I would want Vexen to show up here in Monstro.
Oh yeah?
And be like a puppet with a heart, and like give him the idea for the replica.
That would be dope. Because this does establish some pretty important themes, but because you're fighting in a giant space whale, it kind of takes away from it. So I would like it to be a little bit more obvious that important things are happening.
Yeah.
Because this is another one of the classic Kingdom Hearts blunders.
You know what, though?
Really important plot disguised as not that way. Which is, it's interesting, and it's a good storytelling mechanism in my opinion. I think it kind of, like...
I think it works out in this case.
How much you're paying attention.
Yeah, I think it works out really well in this case because the replicas is not something that's... You know, I gotta give 3 this. The replicas didn't show up as a Deus Ex Machina at the end. Like, right from the beginning.
Yeah.
All the way back at Toy Story, there's a discussion on replicas. So...
No, replicas were always one of Nomura's passion projects. It's been important since Chain of Memories. It's been important since this, honestly, but it's been really brought to the attention since Chain of Memories, and he's always wanted to use them more, and I'm glad that they did it in 3.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I think with that in mind, the fact that if you see this as a single kind of story, flowing from one game to the next, I think this is a fine kind of foreshadowing to where the overarching plot's gonna go. It's like this brief kind of, and I think it's actually great that it's in a space well, now that you mention it, because it's so different that it keeps your eyes on the prize a little bit, in the sense of, like, this place is not normal, something interesting is happening here. Does that make sense? The setting is so...
I understand what you're saying. It definitely... the setting's definitely different, but I think that people were distracted by how much they hated the world, and also, like, the goofiness of it, that it kind of took away from it a little bit.
Maybe, I can see the argument. But I would also say with it, not just that it's the space well, but the fact that Riku's here is different from many of the other worlds. And he's playing a major role in the events here. That too is like a good indicator that something crazy is happening here that establishes future plot points.
Yeah.
God, my only... Like, I don't hate the
go ahead.
maze of Monstro as much as I do the, like, just how many enemies are here. It's just...
Yeah, I don't like the maze of it. I don't really like how it's a little too goofy, but I get it. And I'm trying to figure out how to work this gummy ship thing. I not feel like I can figure out how you edit the ships. I know I should have looked at the tutorial, but I said I'll skip it.
That tutorial is really
There
long.
we go. Got it.
It's basically
Yeah, not
CAD,
worth
so...
Got it. Well, it's pretty much the same as Kingdom Hearts 3 right now. That's what I'm saying. It's just a little bit stupider looking in terms of the UI.
I didn't do, like, any editing on the gummy ship in 3. I just used the pre-built ones.
Oh, really? No, I did a lot of that in 3. I just want the things that make me faster.
I think when I was trying to get the ultimate weapon, I might have made a donut ship. Because 3 requires you to play around with the gummy ship stuff to get the ultimate weapon.
Yeah.
Also, it wasn't until my second playthrough of 3 that I realized you can get like the adamantite and stuff and the Damascus for upgrading the keyblades only from the gummy ship. Like, other than the treasure chest, there's no enemy drops. You can only get it from the gummy ship stuff.
Wait. I'm sorry. My brain literally just entirely fucking shut off while you were talking. Because I was trying to figure out this goddamn gummy ship. Repeat that one more time.
Okay, so it wasn't until my second playthrough of 3 that I realized that the special synthesis materials you need to upgrade your keyblades, like Damascus and adamantite, other than like the ones that are in treasure chests, they can only be obtained from the gummy ship. There are no enemies that drop those items.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah,
That's why a lot of
One of
people...
my problems with 3 in terms of getting the ultimate weapon, but...
Yeah, like one of the...
as well.
That's like why a lot of people, I think, get to the end of 3 and they only have like maybe one keyblade fully leveled. It's because you have to... And it's not even like fun stuff you have to do with the gummy ship. You have to blow up those blue meteors. And you just have to blow up a lot of them until you get a drop. It's so funny on a magic run how much, like, you suck until just all of a sudden after Agrabah you're suddenly capable of killing everything.
I don't care about him. I was just messing with him a little.
Oh, really? Of course.
Because once you can get that synthesis, it's just... These hills sting.
Mind your own business.
God. I can't, like, speak to you and do this at the same time, so I'm just give up.
What are you trying to do? The gummy stuff?
I'm trying to edit this goddamn gummy ship, and it's just messing with me, man.
It's not worth it if you're able to get through the game without it.
What are you thinking? Don't you realize what you're doing?
I was about to ask you the same thing, Sora.
Yeah, I died
running
once
around
on a
and
gummy
showing
ship
off
thing, so I was
that
like, that's it,
keyblade
I'm gonna make a
business.
super powerful gummy ship, and then I remembered that I've never done that in my
even
life, and maybe I should
want
just
to
pay
save
attention for 2 seconds.
I do.
Anyway, back to my brain working instead of, like, literally short-circuiting, because that UI was god-awful. Like, God, one of the worst I've ever seen.
I told you, it's basically CAD.
Ugh. That was rough, buddy. I just got obliterated by a rock. I still have like half my health, but that's half down by a rock.
Can you smell what the rock is cooking?
No problem. Let's do it.
Well,
I cannot. A tasty surprise, perhaps.
maybe.
Maybe. God, I want Taco Bell.
I really don't like that they reduced their menu.
Yeah, they got rid of the quesarito and everyone's losing their fucking mind.
Okay, but the quesarito hasn't been good since the first week it debuted. And every
Yeah, I
time
don't
since
like the
then,
quesarito,
it's like
but
not properly
everyone else
cooked
seems
cheese.
Yeah,
And
I
really
don't like the
undercooked
quesarito,
cheese is not good.
But you're also not big on cheese in general. I understand why people like the quesarito. It's never been my thing, but I feel for those people
I
out there.
loved it when it first came out. I thought it was delicious. And then like they just stopped cooking the cheese properly. It's like I don't want this Velveeta disaster.
They're getting rid of the triple layer nachos, which I'm upset about because they were like a $1 decent option, and they were vegetarian, which I thought was kind of like thoughtful for people. And then they were like, we don't need that. Alright, cool.
Taco Bell was rated for a while as like the healthiest fast food place.
It was, yeah.
Because their Cantina Bowl and the fact that their the Cantina Bowl, and then also their meat is a higher % meat content than any other fast food places was.
That's what's up.
And in the percentage that wasn't meat, it wasn't like soy replacements or anything. It was seasonings and like peppers and stuff.
Pinocchio! Pinocchio!
Shout out to Taco Bell.
Please, give me
Which is funny because everyone shits on their meat. And it's like, but that's the only place that's actually serving you meat.
Yeah.
He's no puppet.
I
Pinocchio
don't particularly
is my little boy.
He is unusual.
I don't particularly
Not
like
many
their
puppets
beef,
have hearts.
but
sure,
their chicken's pretty good,
but maybe he can
in my
help
opinion.
someone who's
Although I
lost
haven't had their
theirs.
beef in years. Maybe it's been better since,
Wait a minute. Are you talking about Kyrie?
We have a Taco
been
Bell on
health
campus.
conscious.
And we always like joke about the fact that I have never in all the years that Taco Bell's been on campus, I've never ordered a taco that didn't like have its shell broken by the time it got to me.
Right.
And it's always like
I
really
order anything
old.
but the taco.
I always get whatever their like $5 deal is. Which is usually some gross shit that's meant to make you fat.
Yeah.
Like a
Dude, I just get a ton of
quadruple chalupa. It's like two chalupas genetically modified to be attached to one another. It's like some fucking it's like chalupa centipede.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that, but
You know, I got high jump and I just ignored it.
I get their like regular like the plain cheese quesadilla, and then I'll get a chicken one, and then I'll get a shredded chicken one, and I will just eat them all.
Yeah.
Also nacho fries. I do like the nacho fries.
I don't really like the nacho fries that much.
I think it depends on the location. I've seen plenty of Reddit posts that are basically like nacho fries are either fantastic or they're soggy, and it depends on if your location knows how to do them.
Yeah, ours was always soggy. I miss their volcano stuff. From like, God, I
Yeah.
guess it's been a decade now, but
Yeah.
I really like their volcano menu items.
So, this is turbo late, but in that scene in the beginning of Monster that I'm just seeing now, do you think that Riku was talking to Sora and being like, hey, let's get off this island, let's have real adventures? Do you think he was saying that because he knew that that was, you know, an option? Like, he was aware that people like Terra exist, and he was trying to
because it had to
bring Sora with
be,
him?
it had to be after he met Terra, because one, he sees the keyhole, which means that the walls have fallen, and also he mentions at the end about the girl that just showed up at the mayor's house, which is Kyrie.
Yeah.
So it would have to be after the events of Birth by Sleep.
Interesting. Sometimes the series does have continuity. Who knew?
And, well, Riku also said earlier he never would have thought of leaving the island if it weren't for Kairi's appearance.
Yeah, but maybe he meant like.
But then that scene in the same game contradicts it. Yeah, because
honestly, I would
he
interpret
hadn't
that
met her
as
yet.
him flirting. Yeah, exactly. I would have just honestly thought that was him flirting, and also maybe like, you know how like sometimes you just say stuff but you're not sure if you mean it or not, but then you meet somebody or do something that makes you think seriously.
Yeah.
Maybe it was one of those situations. Like he wasn't really sure about it, and then he met Kairi, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, no, for real though."
If this girl's this hot out there, I've got to get off this island, so that not every guy is after selfie. I always love when I'm like surrounded by enemies, and then I remember that I have thunder, and I just wipe them out.
Hey, let Pinocchio go, Riku.
A puppet that's lost its heart to the heartless. Maybe it holds the key to
Yeah,
helping
you're right.
Kairi.
This scene makes no goddamn sense if you
How
didn't talk
about
to
it,
Pinocchio
Sora?
first.
Let's join forces to save
I
her.
know some things.
We can do it
You
together.
do know some things.
What?
I don't know. I wonder if that scene
You'd rather
changes
fight
depending
me
on whether or not you talk to
over a
Pinocchio, because I
puppet
do
that
not
has no
remember it being
heart?
that transparent.
No, it
Heart or
doesn't.
no heart. At
Because
least
I was
just
always
haven't
like, what the fuck?
Conscience.
Okay, I guess I
Might
just
not
wasn't
hear
paying
it,
attention properly.
But
What
right
was the
now
surprise?
it's loud and clear. And it's telling me you're on the wrong side.
Also, the foreshadowing here of Riku saying, "You'd rather fight me over a puppet that has no heart." Like, I feel like that's kind of just like a statement over the entire series.
It is, but can you clarify? Like, he'd rather fight you over a puppet? Oh, like he's saying that Sora would fight for a puppet that has no heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, and indeed he does many times.
Because right before that, for context, Riku says, "Let's go help Kairi, we can do it together." And then Sora picks up his Keyblade. And Riku says, "What? You'd rather fight me over a puppet that has no heart?" And Sora's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, because he
Now
does
the
have a
score
heart.
is 4-0.
Thunder! See ya! Thunder!
Alright, I'm in chamber 1.
I guess I should, like,
Defense!
put on some defense. Donald needs to wake up so I can do some summons.
Come on!
I ain't kidding, Donald. Wake the fuck up.
Donald! Get me straight!
Come on,
You know
Bambi.
what I would kind of like to see?
Bambi.
Did a remake of this. Besides the additions of Vex and Luigi, like you said, I would have liked to see one of these fights with the Heartless happening, but Riku is in your party for it temporarily.
Yeah. Like, he's there in the room fighting with you against Parasite Cage, but he's not doing anything useful.
Yeah, like I want him to be added to your party for like a 2-second menu thing, and then you can like dig around with the settings and stuff, and then he's actually like a useful party member.
Thunder! 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 Get me straight!
Alex saw our stream, by the way.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. He came in for a little bit.
Did he say anything? It wasn't in the chat.
He said it to me on Facebook. He just asked if that was you.
Oh, word. It's me.
Oh, Alex left like 3 hours ago. I just now mentioned it.
Oh, word. Sorry.
'Cause I just got a message from Shore. I was like, I just finished packing. I'm like, cool. It's 2 in the morning.
Is it already 2?
It's 1:42.
Alright.
I was thinking
I want to...
Monstro would be the end for the night.
Alright.
Which I
That'll
just
work.
beat PSI Cage.
Yeah, I won't be able to get that far, but I'll catch up on my own time to wherever we stop on your stream.
Riku! Riku, where are you?
Just catch up on my own time at some point.
I could also do some grinding too, I suppose. Or actually, I think I might have a little side thing I can do here. Because I think I can go talk to Merlin to get a new weapon.
Precisely.
Oh, yeah.
And her
Well,
heart was...
Taken by the heart.
no, I'm
no
definitely
doubt.
not going to get anywhere. I, like,
Tell me,
just started
what can I
Monstro.
do?
Like,
There
Riku
are
just ran
7
away
maidens
with Pinocchio, so I can do that
We call them the princesses
whenever. It
of
doesn't
heart.
really matter to me.
Gather them together.
Yeah.
And a door will open to the heart of all worlds.
I kind of
Within
prefer
my
these, like, shorter
unfolded
streams, though, so that I... Not, like, super shorter, but, like, closer to
There you will
3
surely find a way to
hours as
recover
opposed to...
Kyrie's heart.
It's also more like that people click it.
Now,
Right. Well, also, so I don't have to edit or comb through 5 hours. Combing through 3 hours would be a lot easier.
Yeah. Yeah,
And I don't mind being the comber as long as someone with a computer is the editor.
Yeah, just don't put too much effort in, because I don't care that much, so you shouldn't.
I'm putting in, like, about as much effort as I want to put in myself, which might not be as much as you want to, but I'm doing it because I want to, which is why I'm suggesting that we make it a little shorter so I don't start doing it because I feel like I have to. Know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have all the spells now, so I should be able to go to Merlin and get the best Keyblade for a long time. Yeah! Yeah, something about, like, right after Agrabah is when, oh, there's a tournament. I can do the tournament real quick.
Yeah, okay.
Right after Agrabah, it's just like you get the radio synthesis. So first off, you get the white light thing, or whatever it's called, which is MP +1. You can get the bangle from synthesis that's +1 MP, and then now I'm gonna get Spellbinder.
You're about to just destroy everybody, aren't you?
Which Spellbinder is +2 MP. So, man, look at that MP bore. How much is that? That is 9, which is
Jesus
a
Christ.
decent
You're
final.
still, like, in... Yeah.
Yeah.
You can still get more, I think, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. It can stretch
Yeah,
all the
so,
way
like-
over to your menu.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Alright, I wanna.
I do not remember how to get through this fucking maze.
You just have to do the thing.
Thank you.
I just go through doors until I get there.
Until it works, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm in chamber 5. That's somewhere new. There we go.
I'm gonna try the Hercules Cup. I don't know if I can do it, but I'll try it.
Well,
Oh,
let's see
sorry,
what
not
happens.
Hercules. Pegasus. Sorry.
Yeah. is horsey. I mean, with those magic stats, I think you can do anything you put your mind to.
Yeah, the trick is just not running out of magic.
Nothing to it.
Stop. Everything wants me dead.
Get large bodies, I swear to God.
You gotta use the gravity.
I know, but they just pop up every 2 seconds. It's not when you should use gravity, Donald. I just watched gravity used on him. Or gravity, I just watched Donald use
never.
gravity on a freaking barrel.
Yeah, he never does it right.
Does Donald ever do anything right?
No.
Yeah. Did you have to stop and contemplate for that long? Like,
Yeah. I was like, does he? He used Zeta Flare, making him the strongest mage in the entire Final Fantasy universe.
Oh my god, that's
With
the
Goofy's
most wild,
little...
that is the most wild orbit.
I hate Goofy's like,
so here's
Donald, no!
Donald, no! Yeah, it's really stupid. So fun little lore bit. Donald is the canonically most powerful mage in the Square Enix universe because he casts Zeta Flare, which is stronger than ever recorded. It's like 1 trillion times stronger, or something ridiculous like that multiplier, than Giga Flare. But I think it's a Giga Flare or something like that, which is the
now, when they do that calculation, does that include Meteor?
I don't know. I don't know how the flares work. I just know that apparently he cast something that's only been cast one other time in the Square Enix universe. And I think it was by something that, like...
Oh my god. Sorry,
maybe it hasn't even been cast in the
what
Square
the
Enix universe.
fuck?
I don't want to be theoretical.
Stop with this! Oh my god! I've never had Search Ghost pester me so much. Finally. Sorry, that just...
And I just want this room cleared so I can get these treasure chests.
I've never in my life worried about stupid Search Ghost, because they've never, like, landed a hit on me until just now, when they decided that I needed to be abused.
Yeah. I know the feeling.
Okay, God.
Nothing to it.
Oh, I love this blue trinity in here that just gave me like 500 money. Thank you, game. Right.
Black fungus.
Hot.
Ugh.
This is it. Heal. That's the power of the Keyblade.
What's the significance of black fungus giving you 96 experience? Is that when FF7 came out?
No, 97 for FF7.
I feel like the 96 must have some, like, meaning. It's such an odd, like, number, especially for a mushroom.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
I'll have to look at the wiki later and see if it says anything about, like, their development. I always found...
for us.
Yeah, I always found them to be a little bit weird, because they're just kind of an enemy. Like, unlike the other
like
mushrooms.
you think that they would be like they're mushrooms, but they're sort of there's something about them though. I don't remember what it is.
They have that thing where they can turn into stone and stuff, and then I think they can drop mystery goo.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
Well, if there's one thing that we like in this world, it's mystery goo.
Oh, I forgot that Leon and Yuffie were the bosses here. I have no MP, and I don't have gold. So, this was probably pointless for me to try. Yeah, it was.
F. Sorry, friendo. If it helps, if it makes you feel any better, I've been running around Monstro wasting my time. I'm trying to figure out how to progress this slot. I just want it to be over. I just want to get out of Monstro. And I'm lost in a sea of whale throat. Alright, I'm back in Chamber 1, so I think I'm just gonna head to the nearest save point and recall that until I can Google which order I go in.
Yeah. Well, I'm still taking them on. I mean, I'm not dead yet. If I can get Yuffie, I can probably take out Leon. But... oh my god.
I'm gonna wait until you're done with this.
Yeah.
But then I'm calling it. Remind me to go through Monstro on my own time before our next stream.
Okay. Hey, go through Monster on your own time.
Yeah, got it.
Glad I could be of help.
I don't know when our next stream's gonna be, but it's not gonna be tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is taking forever.
I believe in you.
Don't do that. Oh, whew, I don't want to die this deep in. Oh my god. Oh, I hate that Yuffie can heal so much.
I know. It's so cheap.
This is such a cheap fight.
I bet it's even cheaper on Proud Mode. Like, it's really just like a luck on Standard Mode, so I imagine on Proud Mode it's just...
Oh, I'm dead. Yep, I'm gonna... There's no way I'm gonna make this. Well, hang on. Ah! Okay. Well...
Didn't make it.
You could probably do Monstro next time then while I try to clear that.
If you're gonna repeatedly try this, I can try clearing Monstro next time, but I do need to look up
yeah.
how the hell to get out of Monstro, because I've forgotten. But we'll see.
Okay.
Maybe that's what I'll do.
Well, that's the end of our stream, so...
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell icon.
I hate
and,
that. Alright.
And, we'll see y'all soon.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and, end the stream now.